Another company that reported very strong earnings is Mazagon Dock. Sanjeev Singhal, Chairman and Managing Director of Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders, joins in. Hi Sanjeev, good morning. Thank you for talking to us. Sanjeev, let's start with... very good morning. Let's start with what's happening on your margins. The second quarter margins have significantly higher than the normalized PBT margins we've seen in the range of 12 to 15%. Now, can you tell us what led to an improvement in margins, and going into the second half of the year, will they come back to normalized 12-15%, or is there a good chance that you'll maintain current margins?
I would like to clarify that as far as the margins are concerned, when you compare to the previous year, last similar quarter, previous year, we had created a provision with respect to the 17 Alpha project as certain delays were envisaged. And of course, there has been slight delays also. And approximately 232 crores provision was created last year. So if we set aside that provision, then I believe that our margins for the current year and as well as last year are almost on similar footing. So there has not been much of a change. Going ahead, as far as 24-25 is concerned, the product mix by and large remains similar. We are executing the project 75, which is of 6 numbers. We have delivered 5. The 6th one we are targeting for delivery this year by December end. Similarly, for project 15 Bravo, which is 4 number of destroyers, which we have delivered 3, and the last destroyer we are targeting by 31st December of this year. And project 17 Alpha, which is 4 number of frigates, and the first of the frigates we are targeting for delivery again by December this year. And subsequently, going ahead in 25-26 and 26-27, the balance deliveries for project 17 Alpha. So right now, my project, broadly, my project profile and the product profile remains similar. So we expect that the margins should also continue on similar lines. Although, as far as the industry is concerned, as far as our business is concerned, a margin of 12 to 15% is considered to be reasonably healthy. So going ahead, whenever project profile and the product mix changes, we are having for T1 ships, which are smaller vessels of Indian Coast Guard, as well as for exports. So the margins should normalize, but going ahead for this year as well as for next year, I believe the margins should remain reasonably healthy.
Mr. Singhal, just want to understand in terms of the current order book and the way things stand, how much of your order book are you expecting to execute for the balance of this financial year, and what about FY26?
I would continue to maintain that over last year we are targeting 12 to 15% growth, and moving ahead in 25-26 also a similar kind of a growth is expected.
Right. Sir, just talking about the revenue that you've guided for, you've indicated that we should, or you are forecasting a 10 to 12% YOY revenue growth for FY25. Could you tell us the key drivers here, and is there any potential risk or upside to this guidance going ahead?
I personally do not see any downside. In case things go favorably well, then maybe the margins could be a bit higher than 15%. The top line can be a bit higher than 15%. Right now, we are envisaging 15% growth.
Sitting on a very healthy order book, it'd be great if you can tell us what the timelines of that order book are. And also, from what we understand, there's an additional potential order of Scorpion submarines and destroyers. And that's a significant one. 34,000 crores is what we think it is. Could you give me an sense of the status of where the discussion stands, and when can we expect an announcement on this front? Because this is as much as your whole current order book.
Yeah, we are also eyeing for this order with respect to additional submarines, which is 3 in numbers. And right now, it is at an advanced stage of discussion with the Ministry of Defense and Indian Navy. Keeping our fingers crossed, we also hope and wish that this order should fructify at the earliest, because this gives a very consistency to our order execution. As our Scorpion submarine project will be practically coming to a close by 31st of December, when we deliver the 6th submarine. Although certain portions of the overall project, that is with respect to the B&D spares and guaranteed defects and the corporate liability, they will continue. But the project execution per se would be complete with the 6th delivery. So we are also expecting and hoping that this order for additional submarines gets finalized soon.
Just a quick one last question that I want to ask you in terms of the commentary that came out post your results. Can you give us more details about the potential early delivery of the destroyer and what factors have led to this ahead of schedule delivery that comes in?
As far as the destroyer is concerned, out of the 4 destroyers, we have already delivered 3. The first one was delivered as per the timeline in October 21. And second and third destroyers both have been delivered ahead of the time schedule. As far as the 4th destroyer is concerned, again, we are targeting, in case I am able to deliver it by 31st of December, then this would be approximately 2 months ahead of schedule, because as far as the contract is concerned, the delivery schedule is February 25. Over the years, we have gained a significant expertise, and if I can provide a perspective, then I would say that prior to this, the destroyer project, that is 15 Alpha, when we delivered the project from launching is, that is when the vessel first time touches the water, it is launched into the sea. And delivery, the gap between launch to delivery was approximately 100 months. And over the successive deliveries and the 17 Alpha deliveries and 17 Bravo deliveries, 15 Alpha deliveries and 15 Bravo deliveries, the current destroyer, we are expecting that the gap between launch to delivery should be around 32 months. So this is a very, very significant progress migrating.
Sanjeev, right. Sanjeev, also the ONGC project is expected to generate 7,000 to 8,000 crores over the next 2 years. What percentage of this project's execution is anticipated in the current financial year, and how does this fit into your overall revenue guidance?
This has been considered while we have given the guidance with respect to revenues for 24-25 as well as 25-26. This has been taken into consideration. Right now, I expect for the current year, this would be something around 2,000 crores. 1,800 to 2,000 crores should be from ONGC project.
Okay, Mr. Singhal, we leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us and taking us through your views on the quarter gone by, as well as what we can expect on the execution front.